Hello dear students and welcome to the lecture of English 2. In the last lecture we have started with a chapter that is the enchanted pool. We have completed the half of the chapter till now. Now in that chapter we have seen that the story revolves around the Pandavas and the enchanted pool. The four Pandavas, that is Nakul, Sahadev, Bhim and Arjun, went to the pool one after the other and then dropped unconscious. Now in this lesson we will see that how the eldest brother, that is the Yudhishthira's wisdom, have helped the brothers to become alive. So students, let's start with the chapter once again.
Lone Yudhishthira was racked with anxiety and thirst. Have they been subjected to a curse, or they are wandering about in the forest in a vain search for water, or have they fainted or died of thirst? Unable to bear these thoughts and driven desperate by an overpowering thirst, he started out to look for his brothers and the pool. Now, as we already know, only Yudhishthira is left behind, and all four of his brothers had already left in search of water. Now, being lonely, students, Yudhishthira was very thirsty and anxious. He began to think about what had happened to his brothers. So, a few doubts arose in his mind. He wonders if his brothers had been given a curse by some lord or magic spirit, because in those days, students, such curses were very common. Then he thinks, if his brothers are still looking around for water in vain, that means maybe they are tricked by some and actually there was no pool around, or whether they have fainted or died of thirst. He could not take all this any longer, and the thirst is troubling him. So Yudhishthira starts to look out for his brother. Yudhishthira proceeded in the direction his brothers had taken through tracts infested with wild boar and abounding in spotted deer and huge forest birds, and presently came upon a beautiful green meadow, girdling a pool of crystal clear water, nectar to his eyes. But when he saw his brothers lying there like sacred flagpoles thrown pell-mell after a festival, unable to restrain his grief, he wept. So students, in this para we see, to find his lost brother, Yudhishthira took the same direction as his brothers. On the way to the pool, when he was going to the pool, the track were infested with wild boars. That means Yudhishthira found a large number of wild boars on his way. He also found an abundance of spotted deer and huge forest bird. This expression tells us that the way to the pool was quite dangerous itself. But finally, when he reached the scene, it was beautiful green meadow, which that means encircled a pool of crystal clear water, and after that which this pool appeared as nectar to his eyes, because he was very thirsty. But when he saw his brothers lying around, he couldn't control himself and he wept. The expression like sacred flag thrown pell-mell after a festival is very important. It means, students, that his brothers were lying on the ground in such a way like the waste poles which are thrown after a festival. The word sacred is used because when those poles were useful and important, but now they are of no use and they were thrown away just like the 4 Pandavas.
Then a sense of mystery overcame him, for this could be no ordinary occurrence. The world held no warriors who could overcome his brothers. Besides, there were no wounds on their bodies which could have let out life, and their faces were faces of men who slept in peace and not of those who died in wrath. There was also no trace of the footprint of any enemy. There was surely some magic about it. Or could it be a trick played by Duryodhan? Might be not have poisoned the water. Then Yudhishthir also descended into the pool, in his turn drawn to the water by a consuming thirst. Yudhishthir sensed that there was a mystery in his brother's death. So, students, here we see that Yudhishthir was not getting what is the reason all the brothers were there and they were not alive. Because this was no ordinary occurrence, something like this was not so ordinary or simple to happen. Now, why can't it be an ordinary occurrence? So, here we see that why Yudhishthir feel like this. Now, Yudhishthir comes up with a few reasons. Now, we see the reason why he was not agreeing with the things he was seeing there. So, here are some reasons. Firstly, he said that all his brothers were great warriors. He know that, students, that his brothers were great warriors and there were no one in the world who could overcome or defeat his brother. Secondly, beside he saw that no wounds on their bodies and their bodies or faces looked like as if they were sleeping peacefully. Means that they were not attacked by anyone. Other than that, there were no trace of enemies' footprints. Means nobody has fought with them. All of this made Yudhishthir very sure that there was some magic involved. Now, finally, he has another thought also. Then, what is that thought? Then he thought maybe it's Duryodhan, the Kaurav king, had poisoned the water. But all of this couldn't stop Yudhishthir, and he too went down to drink the water because he had a strong desire for that water. At once the voice without form warned as before, "Your brothers died because they did not heed my words. Do not follow them. Answer my questions first and then quench your thirst. This pool is mine." Yudhishthir knew that these could be none of other than the words of Yaksha and guessed what had happened to his brothers. He saw a possible way of redeeming the situation. He said to the bodiless voice, "Please ask your questions." Once again the same bodiless voice was heard. By whom? By Yudhishthir. Bodiless? Why? Because it does not have any form or body. It warmed Yudhishthir, again drinking the water from the pool, and also said what the voice said, that if he does not agree to it, then he would follow his brother and die. Yudhishthir at once understood that it was the work of Yaksha. Yaksha, I told you the meaning of Yaksha, that is the mischievous spirit. At that time, Yaksha word is used for them. And he thought that if he agrees to answer the questions, the voice is talking about he may redeem the situation. That means he could turn up
this situation into an opportunity to save his brother's life. So, at once he agrees to answer all the questions of the voice. The voice put questions rapidly one after another. It asked, "What makes the sun shine every day?" Yudhishthir replied, "The power of the Supreme." "What rescues men in danger?" "Courage is salvation in danger." "By the study of which science does man become wise?" "Not by studying any Shastra does man become wise. It is by association with the great in wisdom that he gets wisdom." The Yaksha asked, "What is more nobly sustaining than the earth?" Yudhishthira replied, "The mother who brings up the children she has borne is nobler and more sustaining than the earth." "What is higher than the sky?" "The Father." "What is fleeter than wind?" "The mind." "What is more blighted than withered straw?" "A sorrow-stricken heart." "What befriends a traveler?" "Learning." "Who accompanies a man in death?" "Dharma." That alone accompanies the soul in its solitary journey after death. Which vessel or which is the biggest vessel? The earth that contains all within itself is the greatest vessel. What is happiness? Happiness is the result of good conduct. What is that? Abandoning which man becomes loved by all. Pride. For abandoning that, man will be loved by all. What is the loss which yields joy and not sorrow? Anger. Giving it up, we will no longer be subject to sorrow. What is that by giving up which man becomes rich? Desire. Getting rid of it, man becomes wealthy. What is the greatest wonder in the world? Every day, men see creatures depart to Yama's abode, and yet those who remain seek to live forever. This verily is the greatest wonder. Thus the Yaksha posed many questions, and Yudhishthira answered them all. So, students, in this part, the Yaksha asks a group of questions to Yudhishthira and he answers them all. I will explain them one by one. It is a very interesting part of a chapter. So, here we start. Question number 1. What makes the sun shine every day? It is quite simple. The power of Supreme, that is, by the power of God, the sun shines every day. Next, what rescues man in danger? Yudhishthira says that only courage can help when someone is in danger. That means if you show courage, that can save you from danger. We move to the next one, that is, by study of which science does man become wise? Yudhishthira says that not by studying any Shastra. Here Shastra refer to book or science, but being with wise people, that is, the teachers, scholars, only then one can become wise. Next, what is more sustaining than the earth? Sustaining means here life-giving and supporting. So here it means that a mother who brings up a child is more sustaining than the earth itself. Next, what is higher than the sky? The father. Yudhishthira says this because a father is very respectful person and he always keeps his blessing on a child. Just like we always have the sky above our heads, so here Father Yudhishthira referred as a sky. What is flitter than the wind? Very interesting. Here also students see flitter here means active or swift. So the mind is flitter than the wind. Reason, it can reach places, of course, in our imagination where even the wind would take the time to reach. But the wind over there reaches first. Next, what is more blighted than withered straw? Blighted means destroyed. So someone whose heart has grief or in sadness is more cursed than a small withered straw. Next, what befriends a traveler? Learning befriends learning. So here students, I like to bring your attention. Befriend means here someone who is there with a traveler, who remains there with the traveler. So if a traveler is alone, so the answer is learning. Learning befriends a traveler. Why? Because on the way or route to his destination, he learns a lot from experiencing different things. Next, what accompanies a man in death? Now students, here we see that the answer is very interesting and clear. The answer is dharma. The answer is dharma. That now see students, why we are saying that is the righteous or being on the right way by accompany the soul in its solitary means lonely journey. Next, which is the biggest vessel? A vessel is a large ship or a container. So Yudhishthir says that earth is the largest container because it contains everything within itself. Now this is very interesting question students. What is happiness? This is so answer is quite simple. If you conduct or if you conduct yourself nicely, you can make everyone, even yourself, happy. What is that abandoning which man becomes loved by all? When a man abandons pride, he becomes very humble and down to earth, and such a person is loved by all. Next question, that is, what is the loss which yield joy, not sorrow? This is also very easy, that when one becomes angry, he loses his power to think and therefore attracts sorrow. If we give up anger, we will yield joy and we will remain happy. Now, the next question, what is that by giving up which man becomes rich? Now here the answer is very interesting students. See, getting rid of desire. Desire means here wishes. We becomes rich because if we have no desire, we feel that we have everything and thus we will become very rich. Next question, what is the greatest wonder in the world? Now here we will talk about the wonder and see how amazing answer Yudhishthir has given. Yudhishthir replies that men see people dying every day and still want to live forever. That is the greatest wonder. Verily, that means surely. It is the greatest wonder that we are seeing every day people are dying. Then also we act like that we have to live here on this earth forever. Then the Yaksha said, I am pleased with your wisdom, Yudhishthir. I will bring all your brothers to life. It was Yama, the lord of death, who had taken the form of the deer and the Yaksha so that he could test Yudhishthir. He embraced Yudhishthir and blessed him. Yama said, only a few days remain to complete the stipulated period of your exile in the forest. The 13 years will also pass by. none of your enemies will be able to discover you. You will successfully fulfill your undertaking. And saying this, he disappeared. The Pandavas had no doubt to pass through all sorts of trouble during their exile, but the gains too were not inconsiderable. It was a period of hard discipline and searching probation through which they emerged stronger and nobler person.
So student, this is the last para of the chapter. That is, in this para, we see that the Yaksha was very pleased with Yudhishthira's answer and he embraced and blessed him. And on the second point, we see it was Yama, the lord of death, who has disguised himself as a magical deer. At last, he also brought all the four Pandavas back to the life. Thus, the story ends with a note that although the exile was very difficult and challenging for them, but it made them stronger and a nobler men. Students, with this we have completed 4 chapters of your book, that is English to Reader. Now, in this we have completed 3 prose and 1 poem. I hope you all are maintaining a notebook, writing word meanings, question answers, and of course RTC. And the notebook which is easily available to you, you can write down all the things in that. Till then, stay safe, stay home.